Hey guys, so this is the preparation for my summer vegetable garden. So some of the seeds I have collected from my own kitchen pantry or the fridge, and some of the seeds I bought online, some are from the stores nearby. So for the potting mix, I took 70% potting mix and 30% compost, and I damped it. First of all, the first seed that I'm trying to do is the hot red dried pepper from my pantry. I took out the seeds and I'm gonna spread it evenly on top of the soil, and I'm trying to spread it as even as possible. You need to make your potting mix damp before placing your seeds so that they get a very good ground to grow. And I'm also making sure that none of the seeds overlap each other. Next, I'm going to cover it with a very light cover of the same potting mix that I prepared. And after completely covering them, I'm going to give it a very gentle press or a tap so that the seeds do not dislodge or displace when I'm going to water them. And you need to water them very lightly from the top to make sure that the upper cover of the potting mix is also done. Next, I'm trying this kochia tomato seeds. These, they say, are quick growers and will provide yield very quick, and they're also not going to be tall. So since I'm going to grow in a balcony in Toronto, I have a very small growing season and I have a balcony to grow, so these are the perfect ones for me. And they also claim that these are heirloom varieties, so let's see how they develop. So I'm just taking half of what they had provided in the packet just to see how they grow, and I'm trying to spread them as evenly as possible. And I also made sure that the blower soil or the potting mix was damp. Now I'm covering it lightly and patting it from the top very gently so the seeds do not dislodge again, and watering it ever so lightly. So the process is going to remain the same for all kind of seedlings preparations that I'm doing. So next, this is a dollar store or the Dollar Tree seed package for the eggplant. And then I'm gonna give it a try. I never tried this seedling or the seeds from the Dollar Tree, so I'm just gonna see how this goes. So again, I have taken just a little amount of the seeds and I'm gonna spread it. These are the eggplant seeds, and I have taken just a couple of them and I'm gonna spread it all along the damp potting mix that I prepared, and I'm covering it very lightly with the soil. So the rule of the thumb is the thickness of your seed will determine how thick your topmost layer or the cover layer of the soil would be. So it depends. If your seed is thick, you need to make sure that your cover is thick. These are the seeds from my fridge. These are bell pepper seeds. I just cut open a bell pepper and took out the seeds from it directly, and then I'm just spreading it all over the damp potting mix and covering it with the soil of the same mixture and just tapping it and watering. Next one are these California Wonder Peppers. These are not the hot variety or the spicy ones, so again, just a few seeds here, and they also claim that they are quick growers and are not going to take a lot of space, so perfect for my balcony. And I'm just doing the same process, tapping and watering lightly. Next are these kohlrabi seeds. These I got from a shop or a garden center, and they look like pretty much the same shape and size as of a cauliflower or a broccoli seed. And I did the same process of adding just a little layer of soil on top and then watering. Kohlrabi were the first ones to germinate, so this is the result after 4 days. I kept them on a southwest facing window, and this was the result of the kohlrabi. None of them had germinated till then except from this. This is the result after a week. So you can see my kohlrabi has grown a bit taller, but what I noticed was the potting mix of these pots were getting a somewhat fungus on them, so I sprinkled some turmeric and cinnamon powder just to get rid of them. I read it somewhere and I also saw a couple of videos that they claim that they can get rid of fungus, so that's what I did. I sprinkled some turmeric and some cinnamon powder on top of my soil. I covered them properly just to make sure that each and every part of the soil is, or the potting mix is covered. But to be honest guys, this did not make the fungus go away, so I had to use the neem oil solution. I'm going to put the link on top for that, and I also made sure that I marked all my seedling pots. So this is the result after 2.5 weeks. So my round chilies, the red hot ones, they grew. This is their status. For some reason it only grew on one side. I think the fungus which generated it kind of spoiled the seeds on the other side. These are my eggplants, the Dollar Tree eggplant seedlings, and they're pretty okay. I think they germinated for the amount I had put. They're good. Again, the southwest facing window. And this is my scotia tomato. They're growing taller. I have not yet transplanted them because the last frost date has not arrived. But I'm not scared for them because I can plant them deep, so they can grow as tall as they want. These are my California peppers. They were the, I think, the slow germinators, but they did okay for the amount of seed I had put in. I think I put a bit more soil than was required on top. That's why they took some more time to germinate. But now they're doing okay. These are my bell peppers. So they were also a bit slower on growing. I think I put more soil on top than required, and that's what delayed their germination. But I think they're okay now, and they're also started developing the true leaves on top already. So these are my peppers, hot peppers. In fact, the Thai chili peppers from my kitchen. Yeah, I love peppers, so that does their growth. These are my kohlrabi. I think I planted them a lot sooner than required. Last frost date is not over, and I'm kind of have them still on my windowsill. So I'll try to plant them and see how they go. These are my basil seedlings. I did later after shooting the first videos. So these are my seedlings right now. Hope you liked the video. If you did, then please hit the like button and also consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't done so already. Thank you. Thanks for watching and stay safe.